Here we are for another day of adventure with a 44 Magnum. Yeah, today we're going to kill some things, and yeah, we're going to just, yeah, there's somebody. There's that penetrator perk. So that worked out. Yeah, and since we're here at the comic shop, we'll just go ahead and go in here. But we're really headed to see Nick Valentine. Thank you, Vats Armor. Okay, I want to test out the penetrator perk on this thing. Yeah, the penetrator perk will work much, much better when we have all of the perks. So with just the first perk, it isn't that great. Oh, that was fun, and we reached level 23. Very cool. I like that reload animation. If only it was that easy to reload a revolver. Someone's going to say it is, but it really isn't. So, yeah, but revolvers are so much fun. Just going to wait here for a second, see what these guys are going to do. Quickly reload. And dog meat is going in there, and I'm not saying that I'm using dog meat as bait, but I'm not going to say that I'm using dog meat as bait. Good job, dog meat. Yep, and that all went very well. So yeah, I won't take time to give dog meat instructions to go somewhere. But if he just happens to go where I want him to, yeah, I'll take advantage of that. So we pick up all the junk. I edit all that out because that's not interesting. Really, we don't need anything. So yeah, we'll just go into this room just because we can. Gonna need that key. Good job, dog meat. Yeah, I have about, I'm level 23, so at level 23 I like to have 200 to 250 armor. I might be a little bit above that by accident, but yeah, somewhere in the 200s, just fine. So, yeah. But I like playing this way because I don't want to sneak. And if you don't have any armor, what you tend to do is sneak. And I just don't want to sneak hardly at all. Yeah, I don't want the that stupid legendary. Okay, get a quick kill, come over to the corner, see if anybody follows me into the room, reload. Yeah, at this point I've played this character, I don't know, it seems like a dozen times more all the way through, and, you know, just used to reloading and the speed of the weapon, and you just get kind of used to it, you know, your game. It was very nice of you to come out of hiding so I could kill you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really like the reload animation on this more than I should. So yeah, this is just a run around and shoot everything in the head, man. This is just, it's just a fun way to play. Don't care about junk or grinding or leveling up or anything. Just run around and shoot stuff. We have a lot of weapons in my inventory that I'm not using. And very soon I'm just probably going to get rid of them because with the next level, with the next upgrade to this pistol, everything is just pretty much so far behind in killing power that you just want this weapon in the something for long range. And I just killed the rail. Okay, I killed the railing. Okay, that worked out. Yeah, have a grenade. Okay, that did not go where I wanted it to, but apparently it crippled the guy. He's on the ground with, yeah, he's crippled. I imagine that did some damage to his health, but okay. Okay, I can see him there, and wow, he's pretty tough. But he's dead. Yep, reload. Good job, Dogmeat. Way to go down the elevator shaft. Perfect. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Killing things with the 44 is always great fun. I'm not going to show my looting of this whole area, but, oh, got some more jet? I think I'm down to my last 300 jet. So, yeah, here she is. And not crazy about the shadows, but she's looking great. Yep, Brotherhood of Steel. Or something, yeah. So we'll go out to the roof, and we'll jump off of the roof. There's a quest up here I've never done where you're supposed to jump over to another roof, and I'm not going to do that. This character hasn't died yet. I'm not going to do something, you know, stupid, like miss a jump and die. I just don't want to do it. I mean, I don't really care that much if my character dies. I just don't want to bring on an unnecessary death. In keeping with our play style of everything we see, we attack. There's Swan. So think I took some drugs for this, and the 44 doesn't have the range, so I have to use the pipe bolt action. The 44 would have worked fine if I'd gotten closer, but I just decided to come down here, and we picked up all the stuff that was down here. Got to wear my radiation suit, so that was cool. Up, super mutants. We see, we kill. That's the game with a 44 Magnum. One shot for the super mutant dog, and let's see. I just need to hit that guy. So while a VAT shot would be way too far, you can hit things fairly consistently at very long range with a scope or with this, with this sight on it, which is good. Someone's shooting at me. So it's a bandit, so I don't really care. Yeah, that's way too far for bats with a 44. But I can shoot it with the sight. Yeah, see, only 11%. So I'm going to get something with some accuracy. 95%. That's why we use this guy. And we only get 5 shots in VATS, but that's all we need. Okay, regen some stamina. Yeah, there's the scoped 44, but as it turns out, I never used that. So I'm going to use this. These are low-level bandits, so I'm going to use this. I really like this weapon. It's a fun weapon, but it's disappointing in its accuracy. The major problem with this 45 is that I have the wrong attachments on it. So the best way to build this weapon is to strip it of everything, make it as light as possible. Take the scope off of it. Yeah, and then you get, I don't know, a dozen shots in VATS. Its accuracy at mid-range is not that much worse. So yeah. So anyway, I'm looking here. I have 2 points that I can play, and of course what I'm waiting for is the next big points. I could put these into endurance, but I really don't need any more endurance. Don't need any more health to be able to survive fights against the low-level enemies that I'm facing. So I'm just going to save them up. And yeah, the stuff that I've perked out so far is what I really want. This is a character that really just doesn't need to play, play Action Boy and Penetrator and, yeah, just a couple of things. And, you don't need everything else. So then once we get Endurance to 10, we're going to pretty much run out of things that we need to put perks into at about level 50. So, yeah, rather than play Endurance, I just, store these 2 perks. I'm going to get a couple more, 2 more, and I'll just bank them for a while. Because we're fine. And there's about to be a big jump in damage that the 44 Magnum does. It just really outstrips everything else. And it's going to do so much damage. Yeah, I'm taking a look. Yeah, plenty of health, plenty of action points. And as you've noticed, I have lots of drugs, and I'm not using them because you really don't need to. For Swan, I use some drugs, but for this fight, I won't. I don't really want... the whole point of, one of the things I've done is I'm not going to have any companions or followers. I mean, just dog meat, that's it. So, but I'll get Kate for her really cool quest that she has. So I'll get all of the characters that can be followers, but I'll just send them to a settlement. This is why you do not bring a knife to a gunfight, especially against a 44. This is a 44 Magnum, and it will blow your head clean off, like yours. I don't know what it is, but I play with any other pistol, it's not as fun. Like any of the energy weapons, or, you know, it's just not as much fun as a revolver. Don't know why. Ten out of 10 for good armor, 0 out of 10 for attacking me with a knife. Yeah, I could take a shot, but I'll just wait. Good job, Dogmeat. You distracted him. Yeah, we have to make sure we have plenty of water. Of course, I have that hotkeyed. Yeah, I had an 83% chance and missed it. That's interesting. I'll let this guy get a little closer. Yeah, I think it couldn't get through the dead bodies. Okay, what I decided to do with this guy is just to do some hip firing, just to see how my hip firing is doing. I actually have pretty good hip firing accuracy. So it didn't seem to work very well, so I just went to that. But actually, the hip firing accuracy is very good, and I've played this build with putting a couple more points into hip firing accuracy. And, you know, you can shoot with the sight, you can shoot with hip fire. It's very accurate at short range, like this distance. And, or you can use VATS, and eventually all of them become very good. And so what I'll do is I'll fire a couple hip fire shots, get kills, take some aimed shots at something a little longer, and then VATS for anything then that runs and gets close. But yeah, you don't have to use all VATS. So I'm just testing, can I penetrate through this with one perk? And yeah. I mean, it's not gonna give you penetration every time, but you know, it's capable of sometimes penetrating through and doing some damage, and with this weapon that's enough. And then you get another perk and it's even better. So yeah, that went perfectly. She looks so cool. That is such a great look. I just really like how this game looks and how it plays. And look at that 44 Magnum.
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Yeah, I didn't go for the persuasion. Don't care. Not trying to get points from persuasion. I'll persuade if I need to, because there's something I need to get from persuasion. Okay, so all I want to do is hit Kate's code. You have to take her outside. Set AV. You saw what I posted up there. And 1 point from, you know, 250 500. So 1 point from 250, 249. Take a drug, and then Kate's going to talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. We listen to her story, whatever it is, and then, well, I don't. I fast forward through it. And then we do it again, and then she'll give us the quest. So, piece of cake.
Of course. Anything you need.
Yeah, of course. Tell me. I'm all ears. Yep, thanks so much. You can get, notice I've hit get affinity to make sure that it, moved over the 250 point. It did. And then set affinity to 449. 1 point away from the 450, 449. No, it's not 450. It's, well, okay. Should have been 499. 1 point away from the 500. Doesn't matter. It's close enough. Take drugs. Go over the 500 mark. And one jet does it. And yep, and we're fine. So anyway, it's 250, 500, 750, and then 1,000. So 1 point away, do the thing that makes the people happy. And yeah, and then you get rid of these people, and you don't have to deal with them. So, yep, set affinity, 749, that time I did it right. Take a jet, and yep, she'll be over 750. I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me she's over 750. Yep, we're at 89%, so yep, we're good. This is all we can do. Well, that's all I care to do right now.
Heads up.
Point out what you need and I'll get right on. I never thought I'd be saying this, but I really need your help.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks so much.
Can I help?
It's about time for you to...
And goodbye.
Okay, I'll head home for now.
We're done now.
Watch yourself out there.
Now, we don't ever have to pick her up again. When we go do her quest, we can do it without her. And she will actually walk from Sanctuary. You can see her on the map. She will walk from Sanctuary to the place where when you get to the drug room. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to take her on the quest. So, okay. We are here at the beginning of the Valentine quest to rescue him. So I want to see what my 45 can do. Yeah, it did fine. It's 2 shots for the low-level triggermen and 3 shots for the higher-level guys, and that's without any drugs. And yeah, pretty much that's what the 44 is going to do too. So I hit him in the elbow with an aimed shot. And yeah, I could have done this. Oh, actually, did I shoot through the wall? That's cool. Yeah, did a little bit of damage shooting through the wall. Yeah, that bounced off. So I'm just, when I do that, I'm just playing with Penetrator perk. 95% chance. Yeah, I probably could have gone through here with the 45 revolver. Just would have taken a lot of ammo. But if it's about the same, I'll just use the 44 because it looks just, it's just a little bit cooler looking. A little bit more fun. But the thing is, if I had... this will take me to the level that I can upgrade my pistol. If I'd upgraded my pistol first, done some other quest, upgraded my pistol, and come down here, and probably taken Psycho. I could have killed all these guys probably with 1 shot. Most of them anyway, instead of 2. I have done this at a level where you just go and you 1-shot all of them with the 44. I mean, at the next level, this thing is really, really deadly. So... yeah, I'm concerned that there's someone in the room to the left. I'm not concerned about the guy to the right that I know is over there. I'm concerned there's someone over here who's going to attack me from behind. So that's why I'm sneaking. Okay, the next level. But that guy took 3 shots from a 44, so that's a little concerning. When I saw that, I probably should have taken a Psycho, but I you know, for 25% extra damage. And then I would have certainly never had any more 3 shots on anybody, and a lot more 1 shots, but I decided not to. It's kind of a long quest, and I didn't want to take a bunch of Psycho. But really, I probably should have. I have tons of drugs that I'm never going to use. And I have plenty of antibiotics. I have picked up a lot of antibiotics in this game. The game has dropped a bunch of them. And medics seem to have more than usual. Sometimes it's like antibiotics, they're hard to come by, and sometimes you're just lucky. And in this game, this particular game, I was very lucky. Lots of antibiotics. Okay, remember to look up. Yeah, I've been caught by that trap before. And so has everybody else. Bubblegum, I'll take that. We can make something with that later. So, I have actually stepped on that trap before. So, dog meat. You can move? I'm so used to dog meat just being in the way, and it doesn't... he's the worst follower in the history of all Bethesda games. He's always kind of in the way, and I've just gotten... I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore. I've just gotten used to it. Just, yep, he's going to do what he's going to do. But he does encourage the player to not try to sneak, because he makes sneaking almost impossible, because he's in the way all the time. Now I'm going to sneak here, because there are a lot of these guys. How did that miss? How did that miss? I'm not really trying to sneak, I'm trying to maybe get a little more accuracy. I don't know. So yeah, he's not behind something, so if we get a hit, he's dead. Headshot. The right play on all these guys is probably headshots. But I'm going to go for the high percentage shot instead. And now the guy's back behind the pillar, so I can't hit him. So... regenerate some action points. Yeah, there's an easy shot. And you're done. Yeah, these guys are just a little bit too far away for the 44. So, I'm going to get some additional damage. These guys are throwing a lot of bullets. I don't normally do this, but there's just a bunch of them. So, they don't do all that much damage, but, yeah, okay. 25% damage resist, and I really should have done a Psycho. I'll get some action. I've been struggling with the action points, so we'll take a soup. I think the Penetrator perk got him. I don't think that would have been a kill without the Penetrator perk. So, could be wrong. But yeah, sometimes when you just need a little more damage. So yeah, this was about a perfect distance for this weapon. A little bit too far for the 44 Magnum. And this weapon did just fine against these guys. Yeah, if I play a pure revolver build, you can do pretty much the same thing with a 45 fully scoped out for long distance. It's just not as good. And you get about 4 shots in VATS. I mean, it's terrible. Fully loaded up with all the long-range stuff in the scope. And the 44 Magnum also is kind of good at mid-range, but it's not great. I mean, there are the things that are better. It does a lot of damage, but again, 4 shots in VATS. Okay, another worthless, completely useless, legendary. Okay, so cut out a whole bunch of stuff, come down and pick up that. Pick up this thing. Don't need any of this. And now we're going to kill some people. Well, I got one of them. Yep, 2 shots each. Now we're at a place I think we can just stand up and run through most of the rest of this.
When they open the door. Why is that thing so loud?
Someone told you that melee was a good way to go through this game. You were lied to. Baseball bat against a 44 Magnum is a very bad idea.
Question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? Hey!
Yeah, just run up within 44 Magnum range and... done. No chance. I would like to take a shot on one of these guys to start off the fun. So sometimes they'll come up here into this bottleneck, into this doorway, and they're really easy to kill that way. And they're easy to kill that way too. So I back off, and hopefully he comes charging up through the doorway, but this time he's not gonna come through the doorway. I'm pretty sure I've gotten these guys to charge up through here before. And I have way too many grenades, so... yeah, I want to keep my grenades down to around 10. And I think I have something like 30 of them. And so I just... and I just forget. I just forget to throw them. So I hate the Molotovs, because... throwing a Molotov indoors will get you killed really quickly. So yeah, that was cool. I got Dogmeat to move by hitting him in the ass with a grenade, so that was good. And he doesn't even mind. So anytime you want Dogmeat to move, that's one way you can do it. Hit him with a grenade. And come on, you've all thought about doing that. Yeah, I have about 30 of these. I need to, what, 29 now? It's okay, that was a surprise. I was hoping to get their attention, make them attack, something, but... okay. sharp. Completely useless. So yeah, I've had games where the game just dropped exactly the armor I wanted, and in this game the game is just dropping exactly the armor that I don't care about. Nothing useful. Yeah, I think it was 2 games ago. It was like every piece of armor that dropped was perception and agility, and that's what I want.
How you doing in there, Valley?
Okay. And, well, that was easy. Here's Nick Valentine.
Gotta love the irony of the reverse damsel in distress scenario. Question is, why did our heroine risk life and limb for an old private eye?
I don't know. Seemed like you needed help.
Well, thanks. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help.
Yeah, I really like Nick. I've gone through the entire game with him before. He's really cool. I like him. Also went through the DLC with him. Definitely the voice actor had aged. So, character looks great, and I'll see you in the next one.